right. It's another week. It's another day. It's another episode of Your Daily Scrum. I'm professional Scrum trainer Ryan Ripley. With me, as always, is professional Scrum trainer Todd Miller. We get together each and every day to help you do Scrum just a little bit better. And so hopefully today is another one of those opportunities. Todd has brought over a case study from the Agile for Humans community. If you're not in the community, what's wrong with you? It's free. Community.agileforhumans.com. Join us. A lot of discussions, a lot of problem solving, a lot of sharing of knowledge happening each and every day. This is a case study that Todd posted a few weeks ago. It got a lot of great interaction. I think it's, a lot of people kind of got crossed up on this. Let's check this one out. The question, if we were to kind of synthesize it, Todd's going to share this case, but really, can we change the definition of done to deliver faster? This is what it's going to boil down to. Todd, what does this case study entail?
Yeah, so this is a case study where the company that you're working for has a competitor that releases a new version of the product, and it contains features that you don't have in your current product. And customers are leaving in droves. Like there's panic in the company because customers are leaving really fast to get those new features, even though you may be like promising them that we're going to deliver it, right? So the Scrum team gets together to meet to talk about things that they can do to deliver faster, so that they can meet these new customer demands that your competitor has kind of upped you on. And one of the things that is suggested in this is to take a particular item, removing automation around acceptance tests off the definition of done. If we can deliver faster, if we take this off the definition of done. And we posed the question as a Scrum master of this team, what do you think about this idea? A lot of the people in the community were like, can't sacrifice the definition of done, cannot sacrifice quality. You keep moving on. I'm curious what you think, Ryan.
What do I think? Well, Todd, what lens do we place on everything?
Delivery.
Yeah, you and I are very delivery centric. I mean, I know the answer to this. I mean, I know an answer. But if I were the Scrum Master in this situation, I think I would look at this situation and because I'm kind of picturing how this would play out, right? A developer might pop up and say, hey, if we took acceptance criteria or some acceptance testing or some aspect of done out of the equation, we could deliver faster and catch up to our competitor, stay competitive, not lose the company, not have things go down the drain. And a lot of people saying, no, we can't drop quality like this big dogmatic, almost like it's written in stone. And I think as a Scrum Master, I would ask, well, what's the implications of reducing the definition of done? I would ask to explore that. Like, what's the worst that could happen if we take this one aspect out, but it allows us to deliver 5 times faster or whatever the benefit is? And if the trade-off looks good, I might nudge the product owner and say, hey, I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm delivery centric. Like I'm not, I love empiricism. I think Scrum brings empiricism forward really well. But at the end of the day, we're here to ship. We're here to win in the marketplace. We're here to crush our competition. We're here to have great products. We're here to be profitable, successful, whatever your expected outcome is. And I'm not going to let a dogmatic stance that might have a good trade-off involved get in the way of that.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you, Ryan, a dogmatic stance like this could drive your company out of business. Like, I think that we really need to approach things pragmatically. And I think that to just be dogmatic about this and just say, no way, I think is starting to make us Scrum cops here. The reality of it is sometimes things like this can and will happen. And it's scary. You've got to do what you can to meet the market demands. I really like your thing about trying to say, hey, well, what consequences could there be with this, and how are we going to pay that back if we do it? But ultimately, like, if you're so dogmatic about it, it could drive you out of business. Also, you know what? It could, as a Scrum Master, you may lose respect for that dogmatic stance, right? This is a very real situation that you could be in that could put a company out of business, right? And so I just can't make a single choice decision like that. I think we do need some data. We need to try things. Maybe we try this for like one PBI and see what happens. Can we really get some data to prove that we're delivering faster? Because I think it feels like we can deliver faster is a little bit of a, I mean, can we actually? I don't know, but we got to deliver here. You're losing customers. Your company is losing money really quickly.
I think as a Scrum Master, I might try to just figure out what must we not let happen. We can't let data leak out. We can't let credit card information fly. We can't violate GDPR. We can't. I mean, there's going to be some stuff that we have to make sure stays intact. And I think bringing that to the forefront, making it visible, simplifying the conversation, facilitating to an answer. I mean, as a Scrum Master, that's what we're here to do. In some cases, maybe upholding Scrum is the right thing. In this context, though, this is like table stakes. Like this could be the end. I mean, and it is possible, Todd. I think something we got to be open to is that we've gone too far on the definition of done.
Could be. It could be.
And we're not making a great trade-off here, right?
I wonder if that's a future episode. I actually might add it to, can you weaken the definition of done?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think yeah. I'm going to write that down as a future episode, but yeah, I'm with you here. I do not think that this is a dogmatic stance that you should take here. I think that I like your idea around asking questions, maybe bringing risk to the forefront of this conversation. What could be the potential consequences? Let's make sure that those consequences don't also get us in a going out of business.
Yeah. There's
right?
other ways to go out of business.
Right? Right. Yeah, there are, like leaking all your customer data, right? So I like it. I'm not sure if maybe our stance won't be as popular, but I just don't think you can be dogmatic here, just like you suggested.
Well, you know what? Let us know in the comments. That's why they're there. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can see when we follow up on this important topic. Be sure to check out the socials. We've been pretty active on social media lately, talking a lot about mob programming and pair programming and XP and a bunch of fun stuff. So check us out on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Some videos are going to pop up. Check those out as well. There's a lot of great content out there, hundreds and hundreds of videos for you to work through. Especially if you're new to being a Scrum Master, we've got hours of content that can help bring you up to speed, suggest great books. It does a lot of other things in that area. Speaking of leveling up, community.agileforhumans.com. Where are you? Why aren't you there? Join us. It's free, and it's a great resource for you as well. For Todd Miller, I'm Ryan Ripley. Go forward, do some great Scrum things. Hey, maybe in your next sprint retrospective, review your definition of done. You might find some cool stuff there. We'll see you tomorrow.